It's 5:15 a.m. The heater just kicked on, but the kitchen floor still feels like ice through your socks. You're looking out that window at the driveway, and your stomach drops. You know you should move. The doctor said walk 30 minutes a day. But honestly, looking at that black ice out there, you're terrified. Not of the cold, but of that one slip. That split second where gravity takes over and your life changes forever. I bet you felt it this morning, too. Just trying to put your sneakers on. That tiny wobble when you leaned over. A microsecond of, whoa, steady now. You think, man, I used to play varsity football. I used to carry 50-pound bags of mulch. Why do I feel so fragile? So you decide, I'll just walk. Walking is safe, walking is healthy. Stop right there. If you are over 65 and you think walking is going to save you from the nursing home, you are dead wrong. Walking is great for your heart, but walking does absolutely nothing for the muscles that stop you from falling. It doesn't build the armor you need to stay in your own house. Today, we are throwing out the gentle advice. I'm going to show you the independence triad. 3 movements, not exercises, but survival skills that are infinitely better than walking. These will help you get off the toilet without grabbing the bar. They'll let you carry the groceries without shaking. And most importantly, they will give you the confidence to look at that icy driveway and say, not today, Winter. Not today. Let's get to work. Here is the cold, hard science that most doctors are too polite to tell you. It's called sarcopenia, muscle loss. But here's the kicker. You don't lose all muscle equally. Your body has 2 types of fibers. Type 1, the endurance fibers. These are your walking muscles. They degrade slowly. Then there's type 2, the fast twitch fibers. These are your power muscles. They are the ones that react when you trip on a rug. They are the brakes that catch you before you hit the floor. Guess what? After age 60, these type 2 fibers die off like flies in winter if you don't use them. This is why I call walking the trap. When you walk, you are just using those type 1 fibers. You are just gliding. You aren't lifting. You aren't pushing. Think about it. Does walking help you open a stuck pickle jar? No. Does walking help you lift your 30-pound grandkid? No. Walking builds a great engine, your heart. But it gives you terrible brakes and a weak chassis. And when you slip on that Minnesota ice, a strong heart won't stop your hip from shattering. Strong legs will. Fast reflexes will. Have you noticed yourself doing the shuffle? You know, where your feet barely leave the carpet? That happens because your hip flexors are weak. Walking encourages the shuffle. We need to break that pattern right now. We need to wake up those dormant type 2 fibers before they are gone forever. Because the rule of biology is brutal. Use it or lose it. And trust me, you do not want to lose this. Movement number 1. I don't call this a squat. I call this the anti-nursing home maneuver. It's the sit to stand. Why? Because the number 1 reason people lose their independence is they can't get off the toilet or out of a deep armchair without help. Here's the setup. Find a sturdy chair, not your office chair with wheels. I don't want you surfing across the kitchen. Put it against a wall. The execution. Sit on the edge, feet shoulder-width apart. Now, here is the secret sauce. Do not use your hands. Cross them over your chest like a mummy. Lean forward, nose over toes, and drive through your heels. Stand up tall. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Boom. Sit back down slowly. Control the descent. Don't flop down like a sack of potatoes. If you can't do it without hands yet, fine. Use one finger on the table, but fight for that independence. Do 10 reps every time you see a commercial on TV. Movement number 2, the wall push. People forget that you need upper body strength to balance. Your arms act as counterweights. Plus, if you do fall, you need arm strength to push yourself back up. Forget the floor. We aren't 20 anymore. Find a wall. The setup. Stand an arm's length away, hands flat on the wall, chest height. Not up by your ears. That's how you wreck your shoulders. Keep them lower. The action. Keep your body straight as a plank. No sagging hips. Lower your nose to the wall. Elbows tucked in at 45 degrees. Think of an arrow shape, not a T. Push back explosively. Feel that? That's your chest and triceps waking up. Why is this better than walking? Because it builds bone density in your wrists and arms. If you trip, strong wrists prevent a break. Weak wrists snap. It's that simple. Aim for 2 sets of 12. Movement number 3. This is the one that saves you from the black ice, the single leg stand. Walking is actually a series of single leg balances. Step, balance, step, balance. If you can't stand on one leg, you can't walk safely. The setup. Go to your kitchen sink. It's sturdy. Grip the edge lightly. The action. Lift 1 foot just an inch off the floor. Don't wrap it around your leg, just hover it. Now, tighten your core and stand tall on the other leg. Count to 10, then 20. Feel your ankle shaking? That's good. That is your brain recalibrating your stabilizers. That wobble is your body learning how to not fall. Once you master 30 seconds, try lifting your hand off the sink for just 1 second. Hover your hand. Be ready to catch yourself. This rewires your brain to handle slippery surfaces. But when do I do this, I hear you asking? You don't need a gym. You don't need spandex. Do the sit-to-stands before breakfast. Do the wall pushes while waiting for your coffee to brew. Do the single-leg stands while brushing your teeth. 1 minute morning, 1 minute night, that's it. You are integrating strength into your life, not just visiting it. Listen to me closely. This isn't about getting a beach body. Nobody cares about that anymore. This is about dignity. It's about the look on your daughter's face when she sees you carrying your own suitcase up the stairs. It's about not having to wait for someone to help you off the couch. It's about fear becoming freedom. When you have strength, that icy driveway isn't a death trap anymore. It's just winter. And you are a force of nature that can handle it. I want you to try the sit-to-stand test today, right now. See how many you can do in 30 seconds properly. Write that number down. If this video woke you up, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, but for your future self. We are building a community here of people who refuse to go quietly into the night. And share this with a friend who has been complaining about their knees. You might just save them a trip to the ER.